We're going to go through this kind of quickly. Quick set of notes. Okay, once you get your name in there in the period, this is period 2. Today's date is 7/1/14. All right, let's see if you guys remember any of this stuff. It says, in a blank triangle, and it has a bunch of stuff to write in here. Do you guys know what triangle we're going to be talking about when we're talking about the Pythagorean Theorem? Yeah, write it down. In a right triangle, so right triangle, the blank, blank, blank. Okay. Do you guys know what the Pythagorean Theorem is? I don't want to pretend that you guys don't know it. Yeah. Here it goes. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Oh, okay. Do you remember the name? Oh, wait. Here's another question. What goes right here, A, B, or C?
C.
How do you know it's C?
It says equal.
Yeah, the equal sign. It kind of gives it away. So, what is the C in a triangle? Oh, dang, you guys are getting good already. So, if you draw yourself a right triangle, it looks like this. It has to have that right angle right there. This side right here is probably the most important side because he's unique. Okay, this side is called the hypotenuse. Oh, look, I already have a right triangle right here. What am I doing? This is called the hypotenuse. Okay, now I'm making a video of this, and I'm not sure if I'm going to spell this right. Good job. This part right here is probably wrong, but I'm not sure. Hypotenuse. Okay, that is the what side? The
longest side.
Yeah. Good. See, you guys are good. Longest side. You guys probably could have guessed it on this stuff. Guessed it. Then it says the side blank from the blank angle. Okay, what do you guys think it is?
Opposite.
Oh yeah, opposite. How many of you guys thought across? Across is good too, but opposite's more academic. Okay, opposite. So this is the side right here, opposite of the right angle. And the hypotenuse is the one that's the C. So we're gonna put hypotenuse right here. I'm just gonna abbreviate this. Okay, hypotenuse. Okay, and that's also known as the C. Okay, and then what about these two guys right here? This guy right here and this guy right here.
2 legs.
Yeah, 2 legs. We all got 2 legs, right? Yeah. Some of you guys are like, yeah, legs. No? Okay, never mind. I'll shut up. This is math class. Let's keep it boring. All right, legs. So I got to put a leg right here and a leg right here. 2 legs. This will be your A. This will be your C. No, B. Sorry. But it doesn't matter which one goes where because of this plus sign right here, which means the order doesn't matter. So you have A squared plus B squared equals C squared. It's 2 legs added together that are squared before you add them together, and then the hypotenuse squared. You guys got that? Oh, show. Let's go to the next one. Right here, we're going to try to use it. Okay, now this is supposed to be a B right here. That's a B. All right, let me see if I can fix it. B. Oh, that's not. Okay, let's go like that. B. Okay, that side is B. How do we use the Pythagorean Theorem to find B? Well, let's kind of write it out here. We have A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Do you guys know what 25 is?
225.
Is 25 the A, B, or C?
So C.
It's a C. So I put 25 right here, 25 squared, plus, okay, what's the 7?
A.
Yeah, because the other one's going to be B. So we'll just say 7 squared, B squared. Now, how do you find out what B is right there? You use algebra. Okay, you got to get him alone. Get the B alone. So, in order to get the B alone, what's the first thing we have to do?
Subtract the square root of 7 from both sides.
Yeah, you want to get rid of this guy, right? Okay, let's actually simplify this stuff a little bit. We got 49 right here, and B squared, and then what is 25 squared? I know 25 means 25 times 25.
620.
Yeah, that equals 625. So let's put 625 right here. Whoops. Got to put the 2 before the 5. Now we got to get the B squared alone. So to get the B squared alone, we got to get rid of the plus 49. To get rid of plus 49, we're going to subtract 49. We have to do the inverse operation. See, that's a plus 49. The inverse, which is another word for opposite. The opposite operation is to subtract 49. So now it's gone because it equals 0. Then you have to subtract 49 from this side. Why? Because of this equal sign. Whatever you do to one side, you must do to the other side. So we have B squared equals, what is 625 minus 49?
576.
Yeah, dog. Okay, so B squared equals 576. Is that what this is? Is B equal to 576?
No, you have to square both.
Heck no, Fulio. b squared equals 576. So we got to know what b is. How do I get rid of the squared?
Square root.
Yeah. What's the inverse of squared? It is square root. I'm kind of going fast here, so make sure you pop your hand up and interrupt me if you have a question. What is the square root of 576?
24.
24. And he knew that because he did.
Went ahead.
Yeah, went ahead and used a calculator, which I'm okay with right now. Okay, 24. So that's your answer. Okay, let's look at this next one. It says a right triangle has a hypotenuse of 10 feet, a leg of 5 feet. What is the length of the other leg? I'm visual, so I need pictures. You like pictures? I like pictures. So I'll draw a picture. Let's see, right triangle right there. Okay, it says the hypotenuse is 10, and then a leg. One of the legs is 5. So does it matter which one you put it on? No way, foo. Okay, so now we just got to set it up. What's this missing side right here? What letter can it be?
A or B.
Yeah, A or B. Very good. It cannot be the C because the 10 is the C. I'm going to put B there because my A's sometimes look like 9s. So we have 5 squared plus B squared equals 10 squared. Don't forget to square all of them. And you have to do the squareds first on the numbers. Well, I mean, you don't have to, but it helps so you don't make mistakes. So 5 squared is 25, then you have B squared right here, then you have 100 right there. And then you have to subtract 25 from both sides, just like what we did before. We do the inverse operations to get the B alone. So now I have B squared equals 75. Now, here's where things get a little hairy, unless you remember this stuff. How do you get rid of the squared right here? What's the inverse? Square root. Oh yeah, that's right. The square root cancels out the squared. So I'm left with B equals the square root of 75. Now you can simplify this radical. How many guys are like rusty on simplifying radicals?
No, I know.
Only one person. Oh, 2 people. Okay, cool. We got some honest people in here that want to learn something. Okay, so here's the trick. You have to know perfect squares. Give me the smallest perfect square. Do you guys know the smallest perfect square?
It'd be 9.
4 is close.
Not 2.
1.
1.
Okay, what's the next one?
2.
Nah.
4.
Yeah, 4. What's the next one?
5.
9, and then? And then?
16.
Yeah, 16, and then? 25. Okay, this guy's going fast. I want somebody else now. What's after 25? 36. I'm going to put 36 right here. How are we doing this? You guys know?
You're going to divide the
No. You're going ahead of me. How do we get this 1, then this 4, then this 9, then this 16? How do you know these?
Square them.
Yeah, squared. 1 squared, 2 squared, 3 squared. You guys see that pattern? So what's after 36? Yeah, 49. 49's right there. Okay, now you can keep going here. There's lots of perfect squares. Okay, but I don't need to go that high because 75 is not that big. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find a perfect square right here that divides 75. Do you guys see a perfect square right here that divides 75? And keep in mind, I want the biggest perfect square possible.
25.
25? All right, so this is what it looks like. I can take that 75 and I can split him up. I can split the 75 up into, see, radical 75 also equals radical 25 times radical 3. Yeah, 3 times 25 is 75. Now, why did I do that? Well, what is the square root of 25?
5.
Yeah, so I can simplify that. I can put a 5 right there, radical 3. Now, there's different ways to do this, but I think this one's the fastest. Okay, but you have to know what perfect squares are in order to do that. So B equals 5 rad 3. Wait. All right, so now for this next one, we have decimals. It says a triangle has sides of length that, and that. Is it a right triangle? Well, there's one way you can test to see if it's a right triangle. The way you can test to see if it's a right triangle is by plugging it into the Pythagorean Theorem and see if it works. Okay, do you guys know which one's the C? Because that's the most important part. Which one's the C?
2.5.
Yeah, because how do I know that C is the 2.5? It's the largest. Okay, so we have 2.5 squared is going to equal 1.5 squared plus 2 squared. I'm not going to put the 0.0 because that's kind of annoying. All right, so I know what 2 squared is. Yay, 4. Do you guys know what 2.5 squared is? 2.5 times 2.5?
6.25.
Yeah, 6.25. You actually would have to multiply it out to find out, or you guys can use the calculator. What is 1.5 times 1.5?
2.25. Wait, yeah.
Yep. Now, does this side equal this side?
Yes.
Yeah, the decimal's right here on the 4. So when I add those, I would go 4 plus the 2 only. And so that means on this side I'll have a 6.25, and this side I have a 6.25. Does it work? Yay, it works. Now that means it's a right triangle.